Yes, sir.
All right, welcome. Good to see you.
Good to
Part
see
of
you. Part of me.
Nice
Mask.
haircut.
Yeah, thanks.
Today is Friday. I think it's the last day of September.
That's true, because Monday is the 3rd of October, and I know that because we have a community workshop.
Community workshop that you're going to talk extensively about for 14 seconds. I wanted to jump in and talk about the agenda. We do have council on Monday and Tuesday. Monday will be Assembly Bill 361. That's the continuing resolution to allow us to meet remotely, and then closed session on some litigation, and then Tuesday is the real big show, big agenda. And Mary hit the nail on the head in her article last night. And what the council's posture has been is to talk about some topics prior to bringing them before them for decision. Mm-hmm. So that's why, again, a lot of talk, a lot of direction. We call it red light, green light. Are we going in the right direction with some topics prior to bringing a hard decision back? Mm-hmm. So, and those include some of the council priorities, what street addresses, what do we want to do with that? The challenges, the history, the benefits, the alternatives to having a street address mounted on a house or a post or something. Mm-hmm. Certainly trying to protect our local post office on 5th, and not necessarily wanting to go with at-home letter delivery. So again, a lot of topics surrounding that. Emily Gary will do that presentation. She's our new analyst. And then we'll bring Brian Euler back. He was, again, our police chief, acting police chief, interim police chief for 9 or 10 months this year, to talk about parking management. And again, this is another council priority for discussion. So we really value the community's input. Please and come and share your thoughts with the council. Both of these topics, we're recommending that we have greater community outreach and education, but this will be the kickoff on Tuesday. A couple of other topics that are important to talk about right now is we do have a landscape contract on. We've been talking a lot about beautification. Some of the candidates have. We think that looks pretty beautiful downtown, but we are proposing to hire a landscape contractor to help us with that. That contractor would also do work on the scenic road pathway. So again, we have a proposal for a $140,000 contract for that. And one of our new promotional employees, not promotion, he was recently promoted, Renee Almadon, will be managing that contractor.
That's
so
great.
Renee's a great young man.
Yeah.
He's a great worker here, good addition to the team. Perennial advocate for the Carmel High School mock trial team. Mike Brown proposed to the council last month that we allocate $1,000 to send the Carmel High School mock trial team to somewhere.
DC?
Nah, it's like across the water.
Okay.
Across the pond.
Okay.
I don't remember where it is, but yeah, we've got that on there. Council's been very supportive. We're very supportive.
Yeah, for sure.
Of our local students. I'm purchasing a new fire engine. Again, the new fire engine was on our replacement schedule for 23-24, but we did learn that the prices are going up pretty precipitously. And so Chief Ward and Chief Panholzer recommended that we get this on the agenda now to put the order in before the end of October. So
ultimately saving some money by doing
ultimately
that.
saving $60,000.
Yeah.
So it's a wise move. Mm-hmm. Almost 10%, 8% of the purchase price. And then one of your colleagues is going to be talking about the Mills Act contract policy.
That's right.
That'll be interesting too. So it's a big agenda. I'm leaving for a conference tonight. We'll be at a conference in LA through Tuesday. So Max will be up here on the con. She'll be working with the council on getting through this long agenda. So that's what I got, buddy. What do you have?
Speaking of agendas, we've got the community workshop for the Design Traditions Project on Monday, 5 to 8 p.m. in Carpenter Hall down at Sunset Center. If you recall, this is us presenting the direction for the project to the community and making sure that we heard them correctly at the workshop, the survey, emails. We're trying to go slow, and we're trying to make sure all the way along the way that we're hearing what the community is saying and representing that properly. So 5 to 8 p.m., Carpenter Hall. It's important to note also that all of the city's elected and appointed officials are able to come to this one if they'd like. We noticed it in such a way that it won't be a Brown Act violation. We didn't invite them to the first one because it was more hands-on. We didn't want there to be a cooling effect with all of the electeds and all the heavies there. But this is really getting the feedback from the community, and we would be happy to have the electeds and appointeds hear that feedback at this meeting. So you may see some of your planning commissioners or city council members, Forest and Beach, Historic Resources Board members. The following week, we have the Planning Commission. Lots of stuff going on there, but the one to highlight for everyone is we'll be coming back for a workshop, so no decisions being made, but on the Ulrika Plaza project, 5th and Dolores.
Oh, 5th and Dolores.
Yeah, so.
Is that the big, real small property?
Small property, yep. There's
it's a big hole in the ground.
There's like a little divot in the ground, yeah, exactly. So that'll be coming back for direction only. The new plans are up on our website, up on the planning department's website. Also, I'll include them in today's Friday letter as well.
Great, thank you.
So people can start looking at those and thinking about their comments. The last thing I have, it's sort of like a two-part thing. Next week, I believe, Public Works is going to start planting trees around town.
Yep.
Which is really exciting. I mean, that's one of the things that is the part of the character of Carmel-by-the-Sea. We are a city and a village a forest by the sea, basically.
Yeah, a village in the forest by the sea.
Yeah, thank you.
Barbara Livingston, yes.
Yeah, and so that's starting. And one thing also related is that because of those trees, we have wobbly sidewalks. There's a reason we have this funny high heel permit thing, and we have people that maybe from time to time we'll have a stumble on the sidewalk, but it's because of those trees, and that adds to the character of the village. So, if you see a sidewalk that needs some love, let us know. We do have staff that can fix them. I just came back from a meeting this morning walking down Ocean, and I saw two separate pods of Public Works folks working on sidewalks this morning. So we love our trees. We want to keep them. Unfortunately, the byproduct of that is we do have some sidewalks that get a little bit out of control, but we can fix it. So just let us know.
Definitely. Bob and I talked yesterday about ask the council for some additional funding at mid-year.
Okay.
And also the forest management plan. We have some really aggressive trees. Again, whether it's arguable about whether a Monterey cypress or a redwood or let alone a liquid amber are appropriate downtown street trees, because they can be very aggressive in those roots to lift the sidewalk. So as we're doing our forest management plan in concert with our climate adaptation plan, we'll be looking at what trees are appropriate, not just for the downtown, but for a changing climate. So again, beautiful trees, and we'll continue to plant them, but what trees are most appropriate, and trees that may not have as aggressive a root structure.
Right. Yep. So that's what I have.
Great.
Yep.
That's it?
That's it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Good luck next week. Take care of each other.
Thanks. Enjoy your conference.
It's the California American Planning Association, California Planning Association. So I get all my continuing education credits.
That's right.
But I also, what the council's encouraged me to do is find out what other communities are doing. How are they dealing with affordable housing and climate change and character protection? We usually end up teaching a lot of these classes, but it's always good to know what other folks are doing.
That's great.
So it should be good. So that's it, buddy.
All right. What do we say?
Take good care.
Take good care.